Yo, what is happening, my friends? It's Andos here. Hope you're all having a beautiful day or night wherever you are in the world. And in today's episode, we are going to talk about how to win 1v1 gunfights. I know these days everyone is like, bro, you should 1v4, man. That's how you become a sweat.
Say, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
But seriously, baby step. Let's focus on winning more 1v1 gunfights first, build that foundation and work from there. Saying that, I'm going to provide some tips and tricks to help you get more confident in those 1v1 situations. So by the end of the video, you should be able to become the god of COD. Before we begin, if you find value throughout today's episode or enjoy the vibes, remember to demolish that like button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel for more awesome Warzone content. Drop by the YouTube stream as well, say hello and we could be best buddies. Last but not least, I do provide a one-on-one VIP private coaching service now live on my website at www.andosgaming.com. Link will be in the description. This is where I analyze your gameplay / mechanics and formulate a specific training program for you just to make sure you're getting the best experience with playing Warzone. So if you are interested, go check out my website and sign up today. With the intro out of the way, let's continue. Tip number 1, centering. You're probably thinking, Andos, what? This is basic stuff. I know what centering is. Teach me something new. Look, mate, centering is probably one of the most important fundamentals in Warzone. And during my coaching sessions, I notice a lot of players tend to focus on movement and less on centering. Even for myself, I'm just getting too fancy these days. I'm forgetting about the fundamentals. So when it comes to centering, I want that little dot in the middle of your screen to be at the enemy's chest. So all you need to do is aim down sight and shoot. Stop looking at the floor, stop looking at the sky, stop looking at the wall where the target is not going to show up. Make sure the dot is at chest level, ready to shoot your foes. In the gameplay, you will notice a lot of scenarios where I literally just aim down sight and shoot without adjusting my aim. If there's anything you can take from this video, please pay attention to that little dot in the middle of your screen. It's going to help you win way more gunfights. Tip number 2, good centering while using movement. A lot of people wonder why they're losing gunfights even though they've performed a movement technique. Well, it's because your centering can be affected when you're using slide cancels, bunny hops and jump shots. Even when performing these techniques, you want to be looking at your target as soon as possible. Try to keep the crosshair on your target and just ADS and shoot. Tip number 3, medium to long range gunfights. Look, you're going to win more 1v1 gunfights when you take medium to long range encounters. To emphasize further, if you're taking close range 50-50 gunfights all the time, there's just way more risk involved. Use your positioning and game sense to your advantage. In the famous quote from the book The Art of War, the supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. Well, if you're fighting at close range all the time, you're going all out and you're putting yourself at risk. Try to take more smart medium to long range gunfights. You'll be more safe from damage and you'll definitely rack up a high kill count and win those 1v1s. Tip number 4, pre-aiming. If I hear or sense an enemy is nearby, a lot of the times I just pre-aim my angles and let the enemy come to me. Play positions. No need to run towards the enemy all the time. It's a game of chess. Always try to be smarter. Pre-aim and hold your angles. Alrighty, for the rest of the video, I will provide some commentary over my gameplay, just explain my thought process. I will explain some tips that I did mention before in real time so you can implement these as well. Let's get into it. I kill someone in front of me, no issues, pre-aiming, taking that medium range gunfight. I have a UAV popped, I see someone at the trade station, so I start heading there immediately. Notice how I'm not overzealous, I pre-aim, I use cover to my advantage, I'm letting the enemy come towards me. Just playing it smart here, I'm in no danger, I've got cover and I'm pretty sure the enemy's gonna start running around the corner. I get into my next gunfight. This is actually versing my friend General God. Shout out to him if he's watching. I know he's pretty sweaty. I break armor and I just try to aggressively push, just trying to get him out of this lobby as soon as possible. I make a little mistake here. I should have went to the right a little bit to use cover to my advantage. However, it still works out pretty well.
I don't want to side too long, bro.
I have a bit of a laugh because he is my mate, but I see someone drop at harbor, so I start heading towards there.
That's funny, bro. That's so funny. That was the guy I was just versing before.
I do get shot from behind, so really important, if you don't have time to go armor up, just turn around and ego chow. Do your best to pre-aim and hit your shots. A lot of the times when someone is pushing you, you can do a counter attack. As long as you hit your shots, you have a pretty good chance. If I went to armor up too early there, I definitely wouldn't have won the gunfight. Lucky I did reach out that. I spot someone in this building with my heartbeat sensor. I jump downstairs and I pre-aim trying to anticipate the enemy being in the window. I spot someone in front of me, I break armor, so I play aggressive at this point. This is what I mean by good centering while using movement. Notice after my slide cancel, the little dot is around the chest area. You want to get that little dot to the enemy's chest as quick as possible. Good centering is key. At the end of my slide cancel, all I really want to do is aim down sight and shoot. Another good example of centering. Even though I'm slide cancelling, my crosshair is on point. It's around the enemy's chest, so I just need to aim down sight and shoot.
Oh no.
I managed to get the kill, but I'm in a little bit of trouble here. It's basically just a desperation play. My goal is to reposition, armor up, and re-engage in the gunfight on my own terms. Nothing wrong with backing out of a fight to heal up.
Play safe. I've got no armor. Yeah, dude. That guy was a different breed, bro. Wrong gun. That guy's a different gun.
I can hear the enemy downstairs, so I jump down and play aggressive. I see the target go into a room, so I try to slide cancel behind the enemy to get the advantage. This is what you want when people are pushing towards you. You want to be behind them. This person goes around the corner, so my instinct is to still play aggressive. I've got the upper hand here, so I slide cancel and I manage to get behind the target. That worked out pretty well. Remember when going into rooms or when people are pushing you, remember to slide cancel. If you can time it correctly and get behind your enemy, you're probably going to win that 1v1. I hear footsteps to my left here, so I know an enemy is nearby. Notice how I pre-aim, just trying to be ready. I'm trying to predict that this target's going to turn around the corner. And just by luck, just as I do a attack sprint, someone appears. I don't just stop and shoot here, I perform a slide cancel just to make myself harder to hit while getting my own shots in as well. Next time you get surprised and you're in attack sprint animation, perform a slide cancel, perform a jump shot, perform some sort of movement technique. It's going to increase your chances of winning those gunfights.
I'm just a mark for him.
I get caught off guard here, just not being disciplined, and I get killed. Look, it is what it is. It happens to the best of us. The most important thing is trying to regain, trying to get back momentum. I drop down. Lucky my loadout is pretty free, so I'm good to go.
I like looking at local talent, man, to be honest.
I spot a couple enemies in front of me. I'm pretty lucky. I managed to get 2 picks. Notice how I take out the first enemy, but right after that moment, I jump towards these boxes just so I have a bit of a head glitch. Make sure to pay attention to cover and make yourself a hard target to track by moving positions.
Our lobbies are so freaking hard, man. Like, we don't... Oh shit, no one's top.
Perfect example of good centering. My crosshair is already around the enemy's chest. All I really need to do is aim down sight and shoot, and the time to kill is so quick. As you can see, easy kill.
The old pinwheel rotation.
So it's final circle. As mentioned, I'm trying to do the pinwheel rotation. I'm going to rotate left first, clear the area, just make sure I'm safe, and then move towards the circle. Rotations are super important during endgame. Just being able to clear areas, knowing what's going on, trying to predict where the enemy is going to be. I have a heartbeat sensor here, so I get pretty lucky and I managed to get this easy kill. I think this person that I killed really should have reached out me, however he was trying to run away and in my line of sight, so it works out for me. Just final circle at the moment. I'm thinking someone has high ground towards the right. I don't want to rush in straight away. I stay back a bit, hoping to catch someone mid-transition. As you can see, that worked out pretty well. You don't always need to rush your rotations. Try to catch people coming in, keep yourself safe, and clear areas as much as possible. There's 2 other targets left, so I'm just taking it slow. I take the roof, get high ground, get pretty lucky. This guy's just sitting here. So it's the last person. I think I hear footsteps to my left and I act accordingly. So that is it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed the content. Just to go over some tips and tricks again as a reminder to win 1v1 gunfights. Centering, remember to pay attention to your crosshair placement. Best case scenarios, you want to bump into an enemy and just have your crosshair ready at chest level, so all you need to do is aim down sight and shoot. Tip number 2, good centering while using movement. Remember to stay disciplined with centering while using your movement. You need to turn to the enemy as fast as possible to have your crosshair ready. I recommend training in Modern Warfare bot lobbies to practice centering while using movement. Tip number 3, medium to long range gunfights. Use positioning to take easy gunfights at range. You don't always need to push everything up close. Believe it or not, you might actually get more kills fighting from a distance. Tip number 4, the final one, pre-aiming. Utilizing pre-aiming in gunfights will give you that split-second advantage. Make sure to pre-aim often. Practice equals improvement. That is all for me. Go check out my website www.andosgaming.com if you are interested in private coaching sessions. Please smash that like button and sub to the YouTube channel for more awesome Warzone content. As always, I wish you guys all the best and good luck on the Warzone.